thought we wrote a language no one else could speak. I thought the bond we carried was impossibly unique. We built a private universe behind a locked door. I really thought I gave you what you never had before. I held you like a relic, like a once-in-a-lifetime prize. I thought I saw forever, looking back inside your eyes. But the calendar is laughing at the tears on my face. 21 days to completely erase. I was a miracle, or so I believe, but you barely even paused to grieve. I am uncomfortably replaceable, just a temporary picture in the frame. I thought our history was unerasable, but you're already whispering a different name. A once-in-a-lifetime love, traded in a week or two. Got my ego breaks just looking at the truth. I was uncomfortably replaceable to you. See the way you look at them in the new photograph. Are you reusing all my jokes to get that exact same laugh? Is the coffee order identical? Is the passenger seat warm? Did you just unplug my heart to plug another in the store? My pride is like a shattered glass covering the floor. I wasn't magic, just a generic brand you picked up. The calendar is laughing at the tears on my face. 3 little weeks to fill up my space. I was your soulmate, or so I believe, but you didn't even need a moment to grieve. I am uncomfortably replaceable, just a temporary picture in the frame. I thought our history was unerasable, but you're already whispering a different name. A once-in-a-lifetime love, traded in a week or two. Got my ego breaks just looking at the truth. I was uncomfortably replaceable to you. Just the sand slipping right through the fingers of your open hand. 3 weeks, just 3 weeks, to turn a masterpiece into a cheap antique. I am uncomfortably replaceable, just a temporary picture in the frame. I thought our history was but you're out there playing the exact same game. Oh, once-in-a-lifetime love, traded in a week or two. Got my ego breaks just looking at the truth. I was uncomfortably replaceable to you. Just another phase, just a passing phase. I was nothing special, uncomfortably replaceable. kitchen light is flickering, a cold and hollow yellow. I'm trying to keep the silence soft, I'm trying to stay mellow. You're checking on the time again, you're looking at the door, like my presence is a burden you can't carry anymore. I felt a drop hit the back of my head, a silent betrayal, a physical confession that I'm broken and I'm frail. I saw you catch the shimmer, I saw you roll your eyes, like my devastation was a costume, a poorly built disguise. I swallowed back the salt, I tried to dry the bone, terrified to let you see I'm hurting all alone. Because the look you gave me wasn't pity or regret, just a tired, sharp impatience I can never quite forget. So I said I'm sorry for the mess I'm making on my face. I'm sorry that my heartbreak is taking up your space. Forgive me for the water, forgive me for the sound of my entire universe crashing to the ground. It's sick and it's twisted the way I'm acting now, apologizing for my tears, just trying to keep my vow. Yeah, I'm sorry that it's annoying that I'm still in love with you. You told me I was extra, you said I was too much. I started flinching every time I felt your distant touch. I practiced breathing in the dark, I practiced staying still, training my own nervous system against my own will. But a heart is not a faucet you can just turn off and on, and I'm standing in the wreckage of a forever that is gone. I'm whispering forgive me while I'm choking on the air, because my grief is just a nuisance that you didn't want to bear. I swallow back the salt, I try to dry the bone, terrified to let you see I'm hurting all alone. Because the look you gave me wasn't pity or regret, just a tired, sharp impatience I can never quite forget. So I said I'm sorry for the mess I'm making on my face. I'm sorry that my heartbreak is taking up your space. Forgive me for the water, forgive me for the sound of my entire universe crashing to the ground. It's sick and it's twisted the way I'm acting now, apologizing for my tears, just trying to keep my vow. Yeah, I'm sorry that it's annoying that I'm still in love with you. How did we get to this, when my pain is an inconvenience, where I have to hide my eyes just to earn a moment's lenience? I'm begging for a pardon for the crime of being blue, for the sin of being shattered by the ghost of me and you. That it's annoying that I'm still in love with you. Forgive me, I didn't mean to leak, I'll be quiet now. be meek. I kept the kettle whistling and the porch light on, acting like the shadows weren't already gone. I was folding your shirts, putting flowers in the vase, while you were mentally erasing every inch of my face. I thought the silence was a comfort we shared. I didn't know it was the sound of a heart unprepared to tell me the truth, to ask for the keys, while I was still praying on my hands and my knees. Looking back, the air was getting thin. You were already out while I was settling in. I was building a temple, you were planning a flight, leaving me dancing in a dying light. I was overstaying my welcome in your soul, trying to fix a heart that was no longer whole. 6 months of I love yous, hitting a ghost. I was a house guest who stayed longer than most. Yeah, I was sleeping in a bed that was already cold, living out a story that had already been sold. I was overstaying my welcome, and I didn't even know. It's the hindsight that cuts like a jagged blade, watching the film of the mistakes that I made. The way you look past me at the clock on the wall, the way you go quiet when I walk through the hall. I was an unwanted habit, a coat on the floor, an old superstition you didn't need anymore. You were jacked out in April, but I stayed till the fall. A 6-month intrusion, I'm sick from it all. Looking back, the air was getting thin. You were already out while I was settling in. I was building a temple, you were planning a flight, leaving me dancing in a dying light. I was overstaying my welcome in your soul, trying to fix a heart that was no longer whole. 6 months of I love yous, hitting a ghost. I was a house guest who stayed longer than most. Yeah, I was sleeping in a bed that was already cold, living out a story that had already been told. I was overstaying my welcome, and I didn't even know. Was open, but I didn't see the light. The locks were changed in the middle of the night. I was a nuisance, I was a chore, a shadow still lingering, waiting at the door. I was overstaying my welcome in your soul, trying to fix a heart that was no longer whole. 6 months of I love yous, hitting a ghost. I was a house guest who stayed longer than most. Yeah, I was sleeping in the bed that was already cold, living out a story that had already been told. I was overstaying my welcome, and I didn't even know. I'll take my things now, I'm sorry I stayed. day. The rent was too high for the games that we played. 6 months, too long. I see them leaning on the velvet ropes, calculating the wreckage of my hopes. Our mutual friends, they speak in lowered tones, checking for the marrow in my broken bones. They ask me how I'm doing with a tilted head, but they're just checking to see if I'm finally dead. I'm a curated disaster in a glass-walled room, wrapped in the heavy velvet of this public doom. I'm the car crash they can't help but watch, the ticking second hand on a broken watch. I'm the warning story told over Friday drinks, the one who stayed behind while the whole ship sinks. Welcome to the spectacle of ruin. Come and watch the slow motion fall. I'm the exhibit you're all pursuing, the portrait of a loser on the wall. Yeah, I'm the one who didn't make the cut, the one who kept the door open when you kept it shut. Step right up and see the shame in my eyes, in the spectacle of ruin. I'm the first prize. I'm the first prize. They feed me pity like I'm in a cage, scanning every tear up on the printed page. Just taking it hard is what the captions say, while they go back to living in the light of day. I'm the empty seat at the dinner table now, the one who couldn't keep the forever vow. The embarrassment is a fire beneath my skin, knowing you're the hero and I'm where the ghosts begin. I'm the car crash they can't help but watch, the ticking second hand on a broken watch. I'm the warning story told over Friday drinks, the one who stayed behind while the whole ship sinks. Welcome to the spectacle of ruin. Come and watch the slow motion fall. I'm the exhibit you're all pursuing, the portrait of a loser on the wall. Yeah, I'm the one who didn't make the cut, the one who kept the door open when you kept it shut. Step right up and see the shame in my eyes, in the spectacle of ruin. I'm the first prize. Is the view good from where you're standing? Is the ending everything you hoped it'd be? I'm performing the art of the crash landing, and I'm doing it for everyone to see. God, I'm so tired of being the tragedy. Welcome to the spectacle of ruin. Come and watch the slow motion fall. I'm the exhibit you're all pursuing, the portrait of a loser on the wall. Yeah, I'm the one who didn't make the cut, the one who kept the door open when you kept it shut. Step right up and see the shame in my eyes, in the spectacle of ruin. I'm the first prize. The gallery is closing, the lights are going low, but I've got nowhere nowhere left to go. I started with the easy things, the armor I wore thin, the I'm right and the listen, the need to always win. I unbuttoned my convictions, I let the boundaries fall, I laid my dignity like a coat against the hallway wall. I thought if I was lighter, you might carry me along. I didn't know that being empty was where it all went wrong. Every layer I discarded was a piece of who I was. Now the door is swinging open and I'm doing it because I got nothing left to lose. Welcome to the final striptease of my pride. I've got no more secrets, nowhere left to hide. I've peeled away the ego, I've torn the self-respect. I'm standing in the ruin of the love that you reject. Look at me now, shivering in bed, begging for a ghost who isn't even there. Yeah, I'm naked in the cold of the lies that I was told. Took off my opinions, I shed my every dream, just to be the silent partner in your selfish little scheme. I sacrificed the person that I worked so hard to build, just to find the hollow spaces that I never could have filled. Now the pile on the floor is all that's left of my own name, and you're looking through me like I'm a child to blame. Every layer I discarded was a piece of who I was. Now the door is swinging open and I'm doing it because I've got nothing left to lose. Welcome to the final striptease of my pride. I've got no more secrets, nowhere left to hide. I've peeled away the ego, I've torn the self-respect. I'm standing in the ruin of the love that you reject. Look at me now, shivering in bed, begging for a ghost who isn't even there. Yeah, I'm naked in the cold of the lies that I was told. The skin is cold, the air is white, I've given up the ghost. In the middle of the night, I'm not a king, I'm not a man, I'm just the shadow of a play. I'm finally free. There's nothing left of you or me. Clock faces a ghost at 3 a.m. And I'm back in that hallway once again, watching the dust motes dance in the light of the phone screen glow that ended the night. I remember the salt, the taste of the floor, the way I threw my body against the door. I see the person I was and I turn away, desperate for the words I should've never had to say. I traded my pride for a minute of your time. I turned my heart into a victim of the crime. I watched your shadow stretch across the wall, and I didn't care how far I had to fall. Now I'm living in the shame of the beggar, replaying the moment I lost my name. I was down on my knees, pulling at your sleeves, but the fire was out and you didn't feel the flame. Oh, the silence is heavy, the memory is wide of the night I killed the last of my pride. Just a beggar in the dark, crying out for a spark. You just looked at me with a cold, hollow sight while I was reciting a script of despair, promising changes that were never really there. I see my hands shaking, gripping your coat. I feel the pleas getting stuck in my throat. The most humiliating part of the play is that I do it all again just to make you stay. I traded my pride for a minute of your time. I turned my heart into a victim of the crime. I watched your shadow stretch across the wall, and I didn't care how far I had to fall. Now I'm living in the shame of the beggar, replaying the moment I lost my name. I was down on my knees, pulling at your sleeves, but the fire was out and you didn't feel the flame. Oh, the silence is heavy, the memory is wide of the night I killed the last of my pride. Just a beggar in the dark, crying out for a spark. How do I look in the mirror today, knowing I let you see me break that way? Stripped of the armor, naked and weak, with the tears leaving tracks down a hollow cheek. I was a king before you arrived. Now I'm just a ghost that barely survived. I'm living in the shame of the beggar, replaying the moment I lost my name. I was down on my knees, pulling at your sleeves, but the fire was out and you didn't feel the flame. Oh, the silence is heavy, the memory is wide of the night I killed the last of my pride. Just a beggar in the dark, waiting for a spark. I'm still on the floor, in my mind, still begging every night. The fluorescent home is the only witness to this late night check on my unfitness. I'm standing here stripped down to the bone, under the glass entirely alone. I'm looking at the lines around my eyes, trace the fatigue, the poorly built disguise. Maybe if my jaw was cut a little more clean, I wouldn't be a ghost in your digital screen. I touch the skin, I count the scars beneath the weight of these invisible bars. I'm trying to solve the equation of us, but the numbers are turning to ash and dust. Subtract my confidence, add my mistakes, carry the burden of everything that breaks. This is an autopsy of my flaws, looking for the why and the hidden loss. I'm cutting through the ego, peeling back the skin, trying to find where the not enough begins. Counting every reason that you walked away in the cold white light of the mirror's display. Yeah, it's an autopsy, and I'm the only one left to pay. Talk about the numbers in the bank, the weight of the sheet before it finally sank. I wasn't the provider you were looking to find, just to press his heart with the cluttered mind. Or maybe it's the way I can't hold a room, the way I carry silence like a costume of doom. I'm boring, I'm anxious, I'm difficult too. I'm a series of deaths that I presented to you. I'm checking the ledger, I'm marking the red, everything I did, everything I said. I'm trying to solve the equation of us, but the numbers are turning to ash and dust. Subtract my confidence, add my mistakes, carry the burden of everything that breaks. This is an autopsy of my flaws, looking for the why and the hidden loss. I'm cutting through the ego, peeling back the skin, trying to find where the not enough begins. Counting every reason that you walked away in the cold white light of the mirror's display. Yeah, it's an autopsy, and I'm the only one left to pay. I thought if I was perfect, you'd be forced to stay. I thought I could negotiate the price I had to pay, but even if I fixed the face and double the pay, you'd still be 1,000 miles away. The flaw isn't something I can cut out with a knife. The flaw is the whole of my life. This is an autopsy of my flaws, looking for the why and the hidden loss. I'm cutting through the ego, peeling back the skin, trying to find where the not enough begins. Counting every reason that you walked away in the cold white light of the mirror's display. Yeah, it's an autopsy, and I'm the only one left to pay. Just a specimen on the table, unstable, incapable. I found the reason, it was me, it was always me. I laced my boots for a marathon I thought was ours. I counted every mile by the fading of the stars. I held the pace, I kept my breath, I never looked away. I thought the finish line was where you finally choose to stay. But as the ribbon broke, I saw the truth behind your eyes. I wasn't the destination, just the trial before the prize. The sweat is turning cold upon my skin. I'm realizing now I was never meant to win. You were just using my shoulders to see over the crowd, to find the one you wanted, the one who makes you proud. Now I'm standing on the runner-up's podium while you're handing out the gold to someone else. I was just a placeholder, the safety, the sodium, preserving your heart until you found yourself. It's a long way down from the silver and the shame, knowing I'm the only one who didn't know the game. Yeah, I'm freezing on the runner-up's podium. Check the records and I look back through the years. I was the training ground, the shoulder for your tears. I was the pace car setting speed for your return to the love you truly wanted, while I watch the bridges burn. The trophy in my hand feels like a stone, heavy and gray, a monument to all the time I let you throw away. The stadium is empty and the lights are turning low. I'm the only one who didn't know it was time to go. Just using my fire to keep the engine warm until the sun came out and you didn't need the storm. Now I'm standing on the runner-up's podium while you're handing out the gold to someone else. I was just the placeholder, the safety, the sodium, preserving your heart until you found yourself. It's a long way down from the silver and the shame, knowing I'm the only one who didn't know. Yeah, I'm freezing on the runner-up's podium. Speech on me. Did you practice how to love him while you were mine? I was the almost, the nearly, the used to be, just a shadow crossing the line. Now I'm standing on the runner-up's podium while you're handing out the gold to someone else. I was just a placeholder, the safety, the sodium, preserving your heart until you found yourself. It's a long way down from the silver and the shame, knowing I'm the only one who didn't know the game. Yeah, I'm freezing on the runner-up's podium. Silver's turning black. Second place is just a heart attack. The screen glows blue against the bedroom wall. A 12-volt when I waited for the call, but the vibration was a different kind of code. A generic front for a story once told. Hope you're doing well, get the bubble red 3 little words that left the rest unsaid. No, I miss you, no, I'm coming home late. Just a professional greeting at the garden gate. I used to have the keys to every secret door. Now I'm standing on the outside looking at the floor. I used to be the breath inside your very chest. Now I'm just a notification you suppressed. Lost my clearance to the heart I used to know. Stripped of the title, I'm a ghost in the danger of a life where I've got nowhere left to go. From the VIP to the end of the line, from everything to someone I used to call mine. Yeah, it's a cold, quiet transition, demoted to a stranger by your definition. Was a holy sound. We were the only gravity on the ground. I knew the birthmark on your shoulder like a map. Now I'm just a gap in your digital app. You signed it with your name, no love or X. Like I'm just another number, just another vex. It's the politeness that really burns the skin, the way you let the proper version in. I used to have the keys to every secret door. Now I'm standing on the outside looking at the floor. I used to be the breath inside your very chest. Now I'm just a notification you suppressed. To the end of the line, from everything to someone I used to call mine. Yeah, it's a cold, quiet transition, demoted to a stranger by your definition. Do you treat me like a bill that you've already paid? Like a memory that's finally starting to fade? The hope you're well is a polite goodbye, the ultimate insult under an open sky. I'm just a stranger now, with all your secrets in my head. Oh, I've been demoted to a stranger. Lost my clearance to the heart I used to know. Stripped of the title, I'm a ghost in the danger of a life where I've got nowhere left to go. From the VIP to the end of the line, from everything to someone I used to call mine. Yeah, it's a cold, quiet transition, demoted to a stranger by your definition. Hope I'm doing well. I guess that's what you say when you've cleared the archive and look the other way. Demoted, just a face in the crowd. I spend a lifetime polishing the silver in my soul, trying to bring you something that was beautiful and whole. I walked in with an heirloom, a light that never fades. I laid it at your feet through the static in the shades. I thought you'd see the gravity, the cost of every part, the weight of holding on to a completely open heart. But you didn't even look up from the screen. You didn't even ask me what it means. I was offering the vintage, the rare and the true, but I was just a ghost in the room to you. Now my spirit's in the bargain bin, gathering the dust, next to broken promises and yesterday's trust. You treated my forever like a temporary thing, like a plastic souvenir, like a cheap copper ring. Oh, you saw a price tag where I saw a life, a discounted devotion in the middle of the strife. Yeah, you bought left it on the floor. Like a trinket from the shelf, something you can discard when you're tired of yourself. I brought my absolute, my pure, my holy flame, but you turned it to a gimmick, you turned it to a game. It's the quiet humiliation of being priced so low by the only person I ever wanted to know. When you didn't even look up from the screen, you didn't even ask me what it means. I was offering the vintage, the rare and the true, but I was just a ghost in the room to you. Now my spirit's in the bargain bin, gathering the dust, next to broken promises and yesterday's trust. You treated my forever like a temporary thing, like a plastic souvenir, like a cheap copper ring. Oh, you saw a price tag where I saw life, a discounted devotion in the middle of the strife. Yeah, you bought it for a penny, and you left it on the floor. It cost me everything to give, but it cost you nothing to take. I was enamored in your hand that you treated like a fake. I'm not on sale, I'm just sold out of hope. Now my spirit's in the bargain bin, gathering the dust, next to broken promises and yesterday's trust. You treated my forever like a temporary thing, like a plastic souvenir, like a cheap copper ring. Oh, you saw a price tag where I saw life, a discounted devotion in the middle of the strife. Yeah, you bought it for a penny, and you left it on the floor. 99 cents for a heart that was yours, a clearance on my love through the closing doors. Discounted, discarded. Discarded.
Saw your brother at the corner store today. I felt my shoulders square, I didn't turn away. I was ready for the venom, ready for the blame. I had my armor on, waiting for him to curse my name. I practiced every comeback, I kept my jaw tight, waiting for the spark to start the final fight. I wanted him to scream, I wanted him to stare, to tell me I'm the villain in the crosshairs of your prayer. But he didn't raise his voice, he didn't even frown, he didn't try to tear my reputation down. He just stopped in the aisle, right between the shelves, in that quiet space where we keep our broken selves. And it was a sting of pity that finally broke my back. Not the fire or the fury, but the softness of the crack. He looked at me with eyes that said, oh, look at what you lost. Like I'm a tragic figure, counting up the cost. I'd rather have his anger, I'd rather have his hate, than this slow pathetic mercy that arrived too late. Oh, the sting of pity is the heaviest weight. shoulder felt like lead. Hope you're doing better was the only thing he said. That tilt of the head, that long, slow sigh. The way he wouldn't even look me in the eye. Like I'm a wounded animal, a ship that's run aground. Something to be pitied when it's finally been found. My pride was all I had left in the hollow of my chest, but he dissolved it with a kindness that I never could detest. He didn't raise his voice, he didn't even frown. He didn't try to tear my reputation down. He just stopped in the aisle, right between the shelves, in that quiet space where we keep our broken selves. And it was the sting of pity that finally broke my back. Not the fire or the fury, but the softness of the crack. He looked at me with eyes that said, oh, look at what you lost. Like I'm a tragic figure, counting up the cost. I'd rather have his anger, I'd rather have his hate, than the slow, pathetic mercy that arrived too late. Oh, the sting of pity is the heaviest weight. Like I'm already gone. Don't treat me like a victim in the middle of the dawn. I'm the one who broke it, I'm the one to blame. So give me the lightning, don't give me the rain. It was a sting of pity that finally broke my back. Not the fire or the fury, but the softness of the crack. He looked at me with eyes that said, oh, look at what you lost. Like I'm a tragic figure, counting up the cost. I'd rather have his anger, I'd rather have his hate, than the slow, pathetic mercy that arrived too late. Oh, the sting of pity is the heaviest weight. Just a sad story now, just a poor soul. I was a king once, now I'm just a hoe. The ceiling fan is tracing circles in the dark. The shadows of the blades are cutting like a spark. I've memorized the cracks, I've mapped out every line, waiting for the sun to tell me I'll be fine. I gave you every secret, I gave you every breath. I fought 1,000 battles just to cheat this death. But the silence in the hallway is screaming out the truth, that I couldn't find the magic to keep a hold of you. My hands are tired from holding on a ghost. My heart is weary from being the perfect host to a ghost who doesn't want to stay, to a love that's already drifted away. And it's looping in the rafters, it's ringing in the hall. The one thing that I can't escape, the writing on the wall. It doesn't matter how I tried or the pieces that I toughed. The only sound that's left is the echo of not enough. Yeah, it's the echo, the bitter, hollow echo of not enough. I changed the way I talked, I changed the way
I dreamed. I tried to be the anchor in everything you schemed. I filled the empty spaces with the version of myself that I took down from the attic, from a dusty hidden shelf. I polished every blemish, I hid away the scars, but you were looking past me, reaching for the stars. And every time I reached out, I only caught the air, realizing that the me I was never really there. My hands are tied from holding on to ghosts. My heart is weary from being the perfect host to a ghost who doesn't want to stay, to a love that's already drifted away. And it's looping in the rafters, it's ringing in the hall, the one thing that I can't escape, the writing on the wall. It doesn't matter how I tried, or the pieces that I tough, the only sound that's left is the echo of not enough. Yeah, it's the echo, the bitter hollow echo of not enough. Was I just a placeholder for the one you really sought? Was I just a lesson it had to be untaught? If my past wasn't the answer, then there's nothing left to say, except to let the sound of my failure lead the way. The bitter hollow echo of not enough, not enough, never quite enough, just an echo in the dark. I was writing epics in the margins of your days, building monuments to us through the static and the haze. I gave you every secret, let you map out every scar. I thought we were the galaxy, I thought I was your star, but I was just a postcard from a town you didn't keep, a half-remembered promise made when you were half asleep. I was pouring out my spirit like a vintage holy wine, while you were just killing time, just waiting for a sign. I was the destination, the end of every road, the only heart you claimed you'd ever need to hold. But the rearview mirror tells a story much more cold, of a love you bought for nothing and you let it turn to mold. I'm just a cheap souvenir from a phase of your youth, a trinket on the shelf once you finally found the truth. To me you were the center, the light in the year. To you I'm just a memory, a cheap souvenir. You traded in my soul for a different kind of view. Now I'm just the wreckage that's left behind by you. Yeah, a cheap souvenir. For a home, I was carving out a palace, you were just content to roam. Just a chapter in your 20s, a wild and reckless night, something you can talk about when the morning's feeling light. Oh, I knew someone once, that's the way you tell the tale. hotel while I'm still in the harbor, just waiting for the sail. It's the casual indifference that really cuts the bone. Realizing I was crowded, but I was always here alone. I was the destination, the end of every road, the only heart you claimed you'd ever need to hold. But the rearview mirror tells a story much more cold, of a love you bought for nothing and you let it turn to mold. I'm just a cheap souvenir from a phase of your youth, a trinket on the shelf once you finally found the truth. To me you were the center, the light and the year. To you I'm just a memory, a cheap souvenir. You traded in my soul for a different kind of view. Now I'm just the wreckage that's left behind by you. Yeah, cheap souvenir. I built a cathedral for a guest who stayed a night. I gave you the sun and you just wanted a light. I was the whole ocean, you just wanted the shore. Now I'm the bargain bin, I'm the closing door. Was I ever even real to you? Postcard in a drawer, a key that doesn't fit the door, a face, a little bit of haze. I was everything, you were just passing through. It's 3 a.m. and the blue lights burning my eyes. I'm scrolling back through the history of my own demise. I see the paragraphs, the walls, the text I sent, every drop of blood and every cent of sentiment. I was explaining my soul, I was baring my teeth, digging up the things we buried underneath. 10 minutes of typing for a love that's already dead, just to see the red receipt and the haunting sense of dread. My thumb is hovering over the delete, but the humiliation is already complete. The heat is rising up, staining my skin, realizing just how much I let you in. And I'm pleading with a brick wall, hoping for a crack, growing on my way into a ghost that won't hit back. I gave you 1,000 words, a map of all my pain, and you gave me a K, like I'm standing in the rain. Oh, the shame is a fever, it's a hollow, heavy sound of a one-sided prayer hitting the frozen ground. Yeah, I'm pleading with a brick wall. I look at the word count, I look at the time. How did I turn my heartbreak into a crime? I was begging for a reason or a spark of the old flame, but you handled my heart like a boring, tired game. You didn't even argue, you didn't even try, just a period of coldness, a surgical goodbye. I'm over-explaining why you're under feeling, staring at the cracks in my bedroom ceiling. My thumb is hovering over the delete, but the humiliation is already complete. The heat is rising up, staining my skin, realizing just how much I let you in. And I'm pleading with a brick wall, hoping for a crack, throwing on my weight into a ghost that won't hit back. I gave you 1,000 words, a map of all my pain, and you gave me a K like I'm standing in the rain. Oh, the shame is a fever, it's a hollow, heavy sound of a one-sided prayer hidden in the frozen ground. Yeah, I'm pleading with a brick wall. So small to fit inside your silence. I built a shrine to a fool, and you met it with defiance. I'm the only one talking in this empty room. I'm the only one walking through this digital tune. And I'm pleading with a brick wall, hoping for a crack, going on my way into a ghost that won't hit back. I gave you 1,000 words, a map of all my pain, and you gave me a okay like I'm standing in the rain. Oh, the shame is a fever, it's a hollow, heavy sound of a one-sided prayer hidden in the frozen ground. Yeah, I'm pleading with a brick wall. I'm putting the phone down now, I'm closing the chat. I can't believe I said all that. I can't believe I let you see that. Just a brick wall and a lot of dead air. I remember when the winter felt so small. You'd reach for me before the shadows hit the wall. I was the wool against your skin, the shield against the frost, the only thing you cherished, the one thing you couldn't have lost. You wore me through the sleepless nights and every rainy day. You said the way I held you made the ghosts go far away. I felt the warmth of your heart beat through the fibers of my soul. I thought being your comfort was my only ever role. But the seasons started shifting, the air began to change, and suddenly the way I fit started feeling strange. The threads began to loosen, the colors started to fade, and I didn't see the ending in the promises we made. Now I'm outgrown and discarded, left in the cardboard bin, just a relic of the person that you're never gonna be again. I used to be the only thing that kept the cold away. Now I'm just a memory you decide, and I different silhouette, a taller way of standing, while I'm still here on the floor doing all the heavy landing. I see the piling on my sleeves, the stains of all your tears. I carried every burden through the heavy drifting years. But you found a finer texture, you found a sharper line, and you left me in the corner with the things you left behind. It's a quiet kind of torture, being loved until you're used and left beneath the pressure of a heart you have refused. The seasons finish shifting, the air is cold and new, and there isn't any room left in the world you're walking through. The beds are finally broken, the spirit's gone to gray, and I'm watching from the window as you turn and walk away. Now I'm outgrown and discarded, left in a cardboard bin, just a relic of the person that you're never gonna be again. I used to be the only thing that kept the cold away. Now I'm just a memory. You decided not to stay. Yeah, I'm outgrown and discarded, a fabric torn and thin, watching you find a newer light to wrap your spirit in. I'm sitting in the dark with the donated and the gone, waiting for a stranger to come and put me on. They won't know the history, they won't know the ache, they won't know the way I used to bend before I break. I'm just a bargain now, a dollar and a cent, a tragic souvenir of all the love that we both spent.